of the intellect and optimism of the will. That's like hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Popular wisdom, bourgeois declaration that pessimism of the intellect stuff, although Gramsci could take it, there was a kind of terrible croce gentile side of Gramsci. But at any rate, so the thing is that that particular thing, yes, you must be optimistic, and when you are in agency, optimism is almost the only thing that you have to have. But on the other hand, the structures by which we measure our gains, epistemic transformation, happens behind our backs in different kinds of ways. Again, 18th Mai, the bourgeois revolution, in spite of all its claims, brought the consolidation of the power of the executive. And the Bastille Day is still celebrated as the beginning of the modern world, as it was. But Marx pointed out what happened. That's all I'm saying. I think it's wonderful. But I could go on with all the declarations of UNIFEM, and the UN is like amazing in declaring rupture when it is a repetition. That's where one gets from statistics. Very scary. And of course the division of the world continues. Subalternization has not stopped.
I wanted to ask you about the concept of reproductive heteronormativity, because I hadn't heard of this before, and I find it is very radical. And I wonder whether it's presumed in there the notion of productive or production heteronormativity. In other words, is working also something we have to reject? Because in lots of cases, reproduction, a surrogate to reproduction is production. People work when they can't have children. So is there a double bind? Is there a link there, or am I making an assumption?
I'm not a post-workerist, no. But that may be just my old-fashionedness. But this is a very interesting question. I'm not rejecting reproductive heteronormativity. I'm saying again and again and again and again and again, we are in a double bind with this. A double bind is a serious thing. You can't just say a double bind is a synonym for rejecting. No, a double bind grips you. You want to reject, but you cannot reject. You cannot not want that which you think you should not want. So this is not a rejection at all. It's talking back. It's talking back. So, no, this is not a rejection at all. I mean, I got so impassioned that, there we go. Okay, so the thing is, so what I'm trying to say is that, as I was saying to my friend there, when you feel that you have solved the problem, that is when the problems begin. Because in order to solve the problem, you have to cut off things. And I'm quoting someone like Frederick Douglass. I mean, I need to find people who have earned their credit as real revolutionaries or real radicals in order to say these unpopular things. Otherwise, I shudder and she just takes away the voice from the subalterns and so on. But no, I'm not rejecting at all